Shichandana lete ryashi Yashinshi Yorine Twalalanda Kufunda Vantu Valekyo Kupatana Yashinshi Yorine Twalalanda Kufunda Vantu Valekyo Kupatana Mumayanda Pamachitone Mitundo Yonse Palamute Mwanu Umayanda pamachitame mitulu yose alamute mwane kubenji kwateneza
Good evening, Zambia. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are joining me this evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Motivation with Frank. Thursday night is all about motivation. It's all about looking at our lives. I know we like a bit of a political debate, don't you? But Thursday night, 2100 hours is all about looking at our lives and how we can change our lives, how we can transform our lives, how we can walk into this world and build something that is meaningful for ourselves. There's so many people with great potential who never get to live a wonderful life because they never get time to reflect on their lives. This is another moment that I help you to reflect on your life. I help you to reflect on your dream. I help you to reflect on what you can be and what you can achieve in your life. This evening, I've picked a topic: motivation versus inspiration. Now, at the beginning of 2022, like every other year, people were saying this is going to be my year. This is going to be the year that my life was going to change. They felt motivated. It was a brand new year and they felt motivated to change their lives. But 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, and if you're lucky, 15 days later, that motivation was gone. That motivation disappeared. You didn't feel like doing all those things. And to be honest, most people just settle back into their old habits, their old routines, and those plans that they had for a brand new year simply disappear. And they're not going to say this is my year until 2023 that they revisit. First of all, Before we get into the old debate, motivation versus inspiration, I want us to look at why is it that at the beginning of a year we feel I gotta do something, I can do something meaningful with my life, I can change my life, I can take my life to a new level. Why is it? It's because for those few days, few hours, for that just that moment, we think of how our lives could be. We ponder on how wonderful our lives could be. We ponder on how wonderful our lives could be if we worked on the things that matter to us. And on that short period of time, those things we ponder and we ask ourselves, wow, this is how my life could be like. But very soon we settle back into our old routines. We settle back into the things that we wanted to do. Here's the thing. When we set up those New Year's resolution, what were we feeling? What were we feeling? We're feeling motivated. Now it's important to know that the way we feel determines the actions that we're going to take. The way we feel will determine the action that we're going to take. So when we set out a New Year's resolution, we're feeling motivated. We're feeling motivated, so we're able to take those actions. But 3 days, 5 days, 10 days later, we are not feeling motivated, so we are not taking those actions. So we are not taking those actions. I know you all want election results. It's Thursday night, 2100 hours is motivation. That's the way it is, and that's the way it's just gonna be. It's a motivational time, and we stay away from politics. So if you hang on about 2200 hours, the rest of the crew will come back and give you the Kawata update that you were looking for. But for now, we are dealing with motivation. Back to the topic at hand. So when it comes to that moment where we feel motivated, we are able to do those things. But because we feel motivated, there's going to come a time when we're not going to feel motivated. No one wants to go running because when it's raining outside, nobody's going to feel inspired. Nobody's going to feel motivated to go running when it's very, very cold. Nobody's going to feel inspired, motivated to go and do hard work when they know that the things that they're going to do is going to be tough. There's going to be pain. There's going to be sorrow along the way. Nobody's going to be motivated to do those things. And this is a reason why motivated is the most temporary thing that is out there. You cannot feel motivated 100% of your time. You know, at the moment, I'm editing my next book, Finding Your Voice. I do that on a consistent basis. Do I feel like doing it all the time? No. There's sometimes where I think I want an evening just to sit around and not do something different and watch television. But because I'm not using motivation, I'm using inspiration, I'm able to do the thing that needs to be done. So this brings us to inspiration. Why inspiration is very important. When somebody gets inspired to do something, they do it no matter what. No matter what is going on. They don't give themselves a pep talk every morning. And this is what motivation relies on. It relies on you giving yourself a pep talk every single morning. And we can't do that. We can't wake up every morning to give ourselves a pep talk to do something. It's just never going to happen. But what is going to inspire us more than anything is what inspiration. Inspiration drives you to do things that needs to be done. Even when you don't feel like it, you feel inspired. A friend of mine was telling me about what he was going through when he tried to transform his body. He was overweight, and he said, you know what, I wanted to change my life. I wanted to go running. I wanted to feel comfortable wherever I went. And he said, I woke up some mornings without feeling like I could do the things that I needed to do that day, without feeling like I could go exercising. But because of what the life that I had, that lay ahead of me, if I went through with my training routine, That inspired me to keep going. That inspired me to give more. That inspired to wake up every day and do the things that needed to be done. So, my friends, when we look at these things, when we look at all these things around us, what we have to ask ourselves is, am I inspired to change my life? Or am I motivated? Am I inspired to change my life? When you're motivated, you're being pushed. When you're inspired, you're pulled towards the things that you want. You're looking at your life and saying, what do I want with my life? And what actions do I need to take to get to the things that I want? What actions do I need to take to get me to where I want to go? What actions do I need to take to publish that book? These are the things I was thinking about before my book, Arise and Shine, was published. My first book. I was thinking, what do I need to do? What actions do I need to take? When you are inspired, you're asking yourselves, how can I get to where I need to be? How can I get to my destination? My friends, this is inspiration cannot be taken away from you by somebody else. Motivation can. You can be demotivated if you're working in an organization and you don't get the recognition that you deserve. You get demotivated. I was doing a project a few years ago and I thought I deserved a lot of recognition. I thought I deserved a lot of respect for it. I did not get that respect. I did not get that recognition. What happened? I stopped doing that project anyway. I look back now, I think to myself, if only I did that project, then regardless of the lack of recognition, I could have accomplished so much from that project. But I was motivated, and the moment somebody did something to demotivate me, I did not do it. I was not inspired. Today, I'm working on that project, but it's different. I'm not going to the office to do the project because I want recognition. I'm going into the office every day to do that particular project because I'm inspired to do that project. And sometimes the circumstances and the environment do not allow me to do those particular things. But because I'm inspired, I do it regardless. And this is why inspiration is so important in everything that we do. Because sometimes the economy is not going to be going great. When things around you are going great, you can't feel motivated. You cannot feel motivated when you're worried about paying your bills. You can't feel motivated when you know the landlord is going to be knocking on your door tomorrow asking for rentals and you haven't got any money. You can't feel motivated when you're wondering what your children are going to eat or what you're going to eat the next day. You can't feel motivated when you're sat at home thinking, I've got no transport money and I need to get to work. And it's 15, 20 kilometers away. How do I get there? You can't feel motivated. However, if you are inspired to transform your life, you're always going to find a way to do something. And that's the difference between motivation and inspiration. Motivation is probably depends on what is going on. Have I got the ideal circumstances to work on a particular thing? Have I got the skill, have I got an ability to get me to where I want? So those are the things that we look for in everything that we do. Those are the things that really matter those are the things that really matter in everything that we do, that we keep working on our dreams, we keep working on the things that are important to us. And I keep looking at my comments and and the question that keeps coming up here is, any updates for Kawata? Any updates for Kawata? Now, for a moment, what if you step away from what's going on in Kawata? What if you step away from what's going on in the political landscape? What if we put you on a pedestal and say, here you are. What is going on with you? What is going on with you? What is going on in your life? What do you want to achieve in your life? Because whoever wins the election in Kawata is going to have a job, is going to have an income. Okay? They're going to have a job. They're going to be an MP. They're going to have an income. They're going to feed their family. They're going to feed themselves. They're going to look after themselves. They're probably going to invest some of the money into something else that's going to make them grow and succeed. But the question I'm asking you this evening is, what are you doing for you? What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on learning, studying something new? Are you focusing on making your life better than it was the previous year? Are you inspired to do more? Are you inspired to give more? Are you inspired to take your life to a new level? What are you inspired to do? Are you inspired to change your life? Are you inspired to wake up every single day and to do the things that matter to you? Are you inspired to really develop yourself? These are the things that we have to focus on. These are the things that matter to us. And my friends, motivation is temporary. Inspiration is what keeps you going in difficult times. Inspiration is what keeps your dream alive. Inspiration is what keeps your hope alive when things are not going well at the present time. And inspiration always gives you hope. And if there's hope in the future, there is power in the presence. This was Thursday Night Motivation with Frank Saliki on TV Bakwetu. God bless you. God bless our country. And go and live your dream. And I'll see you soon.